You ever have that issue where you like, you know, you get some food, but it's like not that much, and then you're still hungry? You ever have that issue where you
Oh
like,
my god,
you know,
it's replay.
okay, so I don't on the Twitch page do I had like a dashboard last time. Yeah, right here, stream manager. Oh, that's what I want. I want the stream manager. I guess I should also be testing my mic, though it sounded pretty good in that 5-second clip I listened to. Let me listen. I want the stream manager. All right, it's perfect. It's perfect. Next, I need to promote. Okay, let me promote real fast. I need to show off what I did last time, and then take an image of that, and then I link the Twitch to where I want to promote it. Okay, that would be this level is where progress was made. Do I have it set up? I do. Okay. And so then I just run it like that. That was not the right one. I want preload. Yeah, perfect. Okay. What's the other thing I noticed? Okay, so for the hand that like that moves I guess it's fine if it makes my head disappear right here, but it shouldn't make this stuff disappear because that's like behind the window we want to focus on. So that's the thing. I'll wait for maybe maybe if oh my god, photogenic male comes back in, I can show off my progress with the Twitch layout. Yeah, okay. So that should run the game, which is right here. All right, let me open Share X. I should have done this beforehand, but it's fine. It's fine. I guess a lot of streamers do things where they show off or they wait before people come in. So maybe instead of doing that, which is lame, you just go into it immediately and then you just do some warm-up stuff anyway. Okay, there we go. Oh, and then I gotta wait for that to load. Oh, so in Share X, which is a fantastic way to record random things on your computer, there are different options for the recording, as there would be with a thing that records stuff. But I've been using WebM, which is fantastic and superior to MP4 in every way. But it's slow to process. I believe the way it works is it records to an uncompressed, fast format, and then it reprocesses it with FFmpeg to WebM. And the reprocessing takes a while, but at least it's automatic, which I appreciate. Here's my next thing. The cool thing about the stream layout is that I can open up windows and not have to worry about them appearing on stream. Theoretically. But of course, mistakes happen, and you have to be prepared for mistakes. So I keep an eye out on the stream, and I think it's okay looking. So there we go, and then I can click on this. And I didn't even I should have done research. I needed to research tags for Twitch. I needed to prepare like the statement I write when I promote something in some random Discord chat. I didn't do any of those. I'm just bad. I am I am incompetent at the streaming capabilities. But it's all good. Well, that's still loading. Here's the goals for today. Actual lab level progress. I need to... It's not so much about making the lab level as it is designing what it's going to be like. For example, the Sky World has grass, and that's its main gimmick. Its gimmick is grass. You walk around on the grass, and it gets trampled down, and that's how you tell where you were. But that's basically... Those are clouds. Clouds is another gimmick, because they like kind of break as they move through the platform, but it's not really noticeable, so who fucking cares? But for the lab, I need some other visual gimmicks to make it look good. Because that's how you make things look good when you're not an artist. You have to find ways to make the world look beautiful in its own distinct fashion. Okay? So for the grass, I already have a. There's going to be a grass equivalent. There has to be. That's just how the game is. I'm not sure what it should be yet. I was thinking dust. Like somehow there's like dust like all around, and you walk through and it pushes away. But I don't think I don't know, man. Because you need to elevate it to distinguish that it's there. Or, I don't know. Maybe there's like tiles on the ground that will show where you've gone. That could work because it is like a lab. It should be like a sci-fi kind of location, and that would sort of teach the player immediately that that kind of responsiveness exists in the world. And then once they go into the quote-unquote real world, which would be like the actual levels, then you could like look for that in the grass. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that. I actually like that a lot. Okay. That'll work a little differently from the grass because it'll have to be a direct material thing rather than the grass, which is the grass is a mesh. But I'm sure that will be fine. Probably. We will see. Time for promotion. Time for promoting. So let's go ahead and copy this. Is it going to be too big for Discord? Oh, it's not. I did it perfectly. Okay, so do I call this so I got to organize. I don't want to just random things be called random things in my folders. So I'm going to go ahead and call this promo for 2 because this is the second stream. Oh, okay, I can't rename. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, I lost it. Come on, man. Windows, why do you do this? Okay, there you are. And then I go here. And I could do that. And then yesterday's progress. Reworked the dither on the last. See, it's kind of embarrassing because this exposes I haven't done anything in a month. It looks exactly the same. CRT. We worked the dither on the lab to. It's not really. Do I call it dither? Dither isn't the right word. We worked the wall reveal. Reworked the wall reveal on the lab to use circles instead of dither pixels. Check out what's happening today on stream. And then I have to... Is it just twitch.tv/my name? It is. It is. So I just do that. More progress. Real progress of turning this test level into something happening on stream. Boom. Boom. Okay, there. All right. On stream. You! I hate this. I hate this thing. I gotta move that down. And then... Oh, this is... I have like a thing... Okay. So no sudden movements. No fucking sudden movements, alright? Alright. Okay, and I like that because even if you don't want the stream notifications, it will work because you still get to see updates each day of what happened. So you get the best of both worlds. And I think consistency of the notifications is going to encourage more people to join. So that's perfect. That's how we promote people. That's how you do it. Progress, people. Okay. Ooh. Stop being a coward, just go. Woo! What if I just want to remove one embed? You ever think of that? Hold shift when clearing embeds to skip this modal. But I don't want to remove this, and I just want to remove this embed. Okay, perfect. Alright, perfect. Let's get started. Okay. Coding, leveling. I mean, the very first thing that needs to be done is just outlining this level. And some other things I need to think about are, well, I guess we'll see in a second. But what's important is I need something underneath. I think having some sort of dirt layer under there would be nice to show that you're kind of like, just to fill in this dark void, which sucks. And then I also want something on the outside. Do I just do wall? I could. I guess. And then the wall will fill down here, and then there'll be a wall on this side. So I guess that could work, but then I need to expand everything a little past, and it's doable. I just need to not worry about it too much. Okay. So, Blender time. Let me close this and then open this. So, I guess in terms of expanding, it would just be this, and you would expand out. Like, oh god, what happened? Let's try that again. Why can't I? There we go. Expand that. Expand this. What the hell? It's like auto-locking onto the Z-axis, which has never happened before. And then there's no under stuff, so that would just be the edges. So do all those, and then we want these two. In fact, yeah, get rid of these faces. Boop. And then expand this down. And then these should be... do I keep these walls? That's like unnecessary polygons. Yeah, I guess for now we'll keep them. But we'll give them all a different material. So that would be underground, assign, and then we'll make that like brown by default. Okay. Boom. And then this should... Okay, and these are also inverted, which is wrong. This should be... Is there a... Here's what I hate about Blender. There's no shortcut to flip the face, which is a hassle. Can I fix that? Probably. Will I fix that? Flip. Mesh. You know what? I will. I will right now. Why not? Edit. Preferences. Shortcuts. Key map. Key binding. Flip. There's no flip. Name. Oh, here it is. Flip quaternions, flip colors, swap colors. There's nothing about flipping the normals, though. Come on, Blender. Fucking Blender moment, dude. Normals. Flip. Okay, perfect. And now I can go ahead and save that. And since Godot is so epic, this should auto-reload it. So let's go ahead and see that. And at the very least, these extents should function outside the camera, at least. Come on. There we go. And they're inverted. Yay, my favorite. Oh, because the issue is they're using the materials from the walls that fade out, but we don't want that. We want non-fadeable walls. Okay. How do you do non-fadable walls? Well, we go back into Blender, and we just give them separate materials, basically. We don't need this back wall here. Well, no, we don't. We don't need these back walls. Let's give them... I mean, we just give them ground material, honestly, for just testing. Underground, assign. Can we see that in action? Perfect, 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 perfect. Reload! There we go, and then this wall's flipped for some reason, even though I haven't touched it. Let's play the game and just see what happens. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that. Okay, so Godot is an issue where when you re-import sometime... Well, basically every time you re-import, it doesn't retain the materials, but I thought I had that covered with my system here, which retains the materials. Retain materials. What's the problem? Is it because there's more materials now? How many are there? There's top, sides, wall, fadable wall... Oh. Fadable walls isn't retained. Oh, fuck. What was it last time? I gotta go to GitHub to see. Okay, Lab 1, it was a shader material. It looks like... Was it even overridden? I don't understand how it'd have this set up and not have that overridden, though. Yeah, shader here, shader, and then it had these parameters. Okay, I'll just recreate it then. Add element, shader material, quick load, where we want the, yeah, single color fade for player is what I named it. And then it had, oh, it had a bunch of stuff. Okay, so 125, 2, the color was this. Hey, Godot, are you going to have a thing that lets me input floats? Oh, hey, it has a thing that lets me input floats. Sick. Okay, cool. 0.29. 0.3397. 0.3397. Okay, bam. And roughness, we don't care. Okay, but why does this wall have the fade? Unless that wall just doesn't have a material. Did I include that wall when I... Is it flipped? What material is that? Okay, retain. Okay, well, let's just play the level, see what it looks like. Yeah, you just see through it. Oh shit, dude. Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Here, look at this, look at this, look at this. I extruded, so that face just doesn't exist anymore. I have to remake it. Oh my god. Amateur hour over here. Boop, bop. Okay, there we go. And then what material do we give those? Because those are just normal walls, so we just assign them normal walls. Assign. And then if we have normal walls, why aren't we just using that for these dirt walls? I don't see why not, actually. We should just set those to that. Okay, save. Reload! Reload. Perfect. Okay, now there shouldn't be any more void. We should have walls. Just walls. There we go. Does that look... And there still is some void, because the camera's tilting down, and you see down there, and you see the player's shadow, which is not great. Yeah, those shouldn't be able to receive shadows. Oh, they're receiving shadows because they're not the right material, maybe. Because these need to be the single color materials. So let's do that. Shader. Single color. So I have my own lighting shader. But the problem with... The tough part with the lighting shader is you need to give everything its own custom shader then. And that is a hassle. And this isn't even that brown. It needs to be like that, and then retain, and then maybe like darker. See, that's a brown. That is a brown right there, and it kind of fades into the darkness. Maybe even darker. Yeah. I mean, obviously I'll give it like a dirty material. A dirt-like material. But, it's basically black. You can't even see it in the game. Okay. Turn up a little. Oh, now it's too bright. That's pretty good. And do we see shadows? We do. That had nothing to do with anything. It's still still seeing the shadows. Okay. Now it's too brown. How's that? Close enough. And then is receiving shadows a material thing, or is it a mesh thing? I don't remember. Let's see. Like it should be shadows. So does shadows disabled mean you don't receive them or you don't cast them? Google, where is it? Okay, close this. Godot shaders, shadows disabled. Spatial shaders. Shadows disabled. Disables computing shadows in the shader. Shader will not receive shadows, but can still cast them. Perfect. That is exactly what I needed. Okay, so let's make a new shader. Show in file system. No dark shadow. I don't have this already, so we'll duplicate this. Don't. Single color. No receive shadows. But I'm not going to use this as shadows disabled. I'm not going to use this for a single color. I'm going to switch it to a texture eventually. So I could just be wasting time with this. But I'll leave it as is for now. Single color. No receive shadows. Perfect. And now, I shouldn't have clicked the play scene. Now, we'll click play, and it works. Will it work? Will it work? Will it work? It worked. No no, that's the lighting. That's not light. That's not shadows. That's just lighting that's emitting onto it. I guess I should also just disable lighting on it too. It looks like a void though here. It needs to be brighter. Like that. There we go. And then it needs to like go in. Right? Thankfully the CRT gives it a fade effect. That's pretty nice. So let's make it dirt. Let's just make it dirt. Let's make it dirt, and then we'll add the ground interactivity, and then that will be perfect. Blender. So for that, I think I delete all of this. Vertices, and then do it again. Extrude. Scale inward. But that's not going to scale right. How do I... What did I just do? Oh, okay. Extrude, scale, normal, gimbal. These never work. How about extrude like this? Or oh, I already messed it up. Let's try extrude on Z, but then we do that on the normals. And that's not going to get us anywhere because the normals are all just going to be pointing down. They're all the same because they're all just on the bottom vertices. Okay, local? View? Oh, yeah, of course view is not going to do too good. Yeah, how do we, like, bring them in? I think it's, like, just not possible something... It's not something you do automatically. That is the issue. Because how do you determine what that would be? You would... Okay. Go inward. I guess another thing to account for is that I don't need back stuff. All I need is front stuff. That's the solution. That's how I solved this. Because all I need to do is the front. And then I can extrude that down a little bit. And then I just move it back. GY. GZ. And that is fine-ish. We have some mixing here, which is not great, but we can move it down a little. And now we have that lip that I was going for. This right here isn't great, but it's probably fine. I'm overthinking this. And then we go down. I don't know how far down. We can go down pretty far, actually. Because we don't want to be able to see the void when we're looking, like, at this angle. Like, we're gonna be, like, that, even that might be, like, not good enough. GZ. I need to just do this bottom part. Like, it's gonna be around. I mean, that's okay. I'll test. We will test. Okay, it's all selected. Underground, and then this should just be the. What material is this? Sides. Okay, I guess this is sides. That's all selected. Save. Back to Godot. Reload. We have the lip I wanted, which looks really nice with the outline. The underground goes a bit lower. Okay. No, you still see void there. There is clearly a void right there. Does game allow hot reload? Let me just do this. Save. Reload. And then in real time, we could probably watch it happen in the game. Or not. Damn. Okay, reopen. Game. Is that void? It is. You can tell by the little ripples in the CRT. Why is my finger pointing down in the stream? What? What does it look like? Huh? The finger's broken! I got a text. What's happening? I don't care about this. The finger is broken. How long has it been like that? Okay. Wow. That's really funny. Let's go to my project for the stream interface. Oh, dude, I didn't fix this. It's the, it's not even gonna open, is it? 76,000 errors until eventually got tired of my bullshit. But what's the most recent one? What made it stop completely? Instance set transform v is finite is false. These error messages are not helpful sometimes. But I'm pretty sure this is because I was doing something with some transform and it can't be normalized, or it can be normalized. Who knows? Who knows, dude? You can't even see this because it's not even the right Godot project. I have a second Godot project opened, which is for the whole stream interface you're looking at right now. Can't even see my face. Hello. But like all this around here, all this is a Godot project too that's running. And I'm running it through the editor because I'm lazy and I need to fix things at the moment's notice. Like this. Like the hand just pointing perpetually down right over there. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, I need to switch scenes. I don't know what that's. I know. Well, this scene should. There's nothing on my computer that's too bad. Okay, this is just a default recording of my screen, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh, my mouse up here is perfect. Okay. What I need to do is open. Oh God, no, this isn't right. I need like a standby scene. Standby, and then that is going to have. Can I do text? Can I do? Here it is. Text. GDI plus. Standby. The name's already in. Standby 2? Fixing things, please stand by. Is standby one word or two? Okay. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I gotta open this code editor. It's already giving. I've closed the thing and it's giving me shit. Oh wait, no, I gotta close this. And then, okay, do that. And then, oh, that doesn't exist. I gotta go to this workspace. And it's a hand. And that's processed in what? That is going to be some kind of its own class. Whose idea was this? Is it just state manager? And if I type in hand, is it going to appear? Of course not. It can't be that easy. It's never that easy. Why would it ever be easy? Position. Now it's too many things. Oh, goodness. Oh, here it is. Cursor. Cursor, look at position. And then there were issues where it aligned too much. But I see why I didn't fix that, because it's freaking things. Okay, we can go back to scene, I guess. So I already forgot what the error was. But I know if I look at this code, I could figure it out. Look at position. How do I know when this is going to result in an error? Okay, let's go do a quick search. Go GitHub, look at. See, I gotta. C++. Well, no, wait, look at is a Node 3D thing. So Node 3D CPP. Of course, it's not going to appear because that would be too easy. Isn't this great? Isn't this well designed? When you're working in GDScript, you have to go into C++ code to. Oh, God, I need to use the proper browser. Standby. Godot. GitHub. I'm not signed in on that one, so I got to go to this one. Node 3D CPP. Here we go. All right, time to track down the C++ library, the C++ error. So I go to look at position. If position is equal approximately to the target, it's wrong. If P up is 0 approximately, it's wrong. Neither of those things are the issue, though, because I know for a fact those aren't going to cause any problems. What I'm looking for is something completely unrelated. I mean, at this point, I think I just restart and I wait for it to come back. Okay. Let's go ahead and play that. That is funny, though. It was pointing down. What was it trying to say? What was it that was trying to tell us something? Saying, go look at your fucking error log, dude. Go. It has to reconnect to Twitch. Click here. I'm going to click there. Will it work? Oh, hey, it actually worked. Okay, cool. And then full screen that. Close this window. OBS. Opera. Close that. If I switch this scene, are you going to work? No. Yes! Oh, I just gotta wait a second sometimes. Okay, let's do a little test. Okay, Visual Studio works. Main Godot, I switched over, is not working because I'm not going to the... I went to the wrong one. This one works. And then Blender works. Perfect. I really hate the Blender transition. Let me look at that again. Like, the Blender... It's very linear, the way it slides in. That's wrong. That's very... I need to fix that. Okay. Whew. Alright, so... Debugger. Oh, here are the errors. So... Target and up vectors are collinear. This is not advised that may cause unwanted rotation around the local z-axis. And that is for cursor targets look at and cursor look at. Collinear. I don't know what that means. Am I supposed to know what that fucking means? What does... I mean, does it mean perpendicular or, I mean, parallel? Lying or passing on the same straight line. Oh, because they are like positioned in 3D space, which makes sense. And target and up vectors are collinear. What does that mean? Look at a collinear. Well, how do I fix that? Oh my! I mean, if it's only 2 points in 3D space, wouldn't that mean they're always going to be collinear because you could make a line that goes through anything at any time? Who knows? Okay, the hand works again. That's what matters. Back to what we were doing. So game. No, not this. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Close that. Open this. Get my setup back up. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's see. So, we have ground, and we have wall, and this is what I wanted. It's now a matter of adding texture to this ground. And do I go for a what's it called? A Veroli? A ravioli? Maybe. That might look cool. I guess. It's gonna require a whole fucking shader thing to do it though. Let's do it. What is it called? Voronoi shader Godot. Oh, here we go. Voronoi. Oh, it's like one. Oh yeah, I remember. It's like one of the snippets. I like this effect. I think this is very pretty, and not appropriate for dirt. Maybe, like the type where it's all gradienty. That could work. So let me slap that in. Okay, so here's dirt texture. It's this one. So let's go ahead and. I think that will be a unique shader. Is it? Did I put a bunch of sky stuff in the 3D folder? I did. Of course I did. Then why do I have a... Oh, because this is a sky and not a sky world sky thing. Got it. Okay, thank you, past self. That was really helpful. Create new folder. What's it called? This is lab world. Resource. Shader. Create. I guess just dirt. Or underground. Maybe underground. Create. And then we want to, well, first of all, let's paste this code in here, and then let's also copy this stuff over. Boom. And then finally, I guess I don't really need the light stuff at all. Do I delete? Do I hit it with the delete? I hit it with the delete. Redefinition of fragment. Let's move this up to here. And then it's albedo instead of whatever the hell this is. And it gets to be vec3. And then roughness can be roughness. And then there. I'm going to copy these two functions over. Okay. That is that. That. I'm not seeing updates because I need to actually switch over to this one. So quick load, underground. That looks wrong. Wait, no, this is correct. I just need to update the UVs. Okay, UV editing. Can we go ahead and unwrap? And then this can leak out. We can just make it. Oh no. Don't constrain. Stretch it out to like that. And that's good enough. There we are. That's not right. That's not what I see in the example. I'll also reference this for later. What? If you want the pattern to move, you can add this to top of the loop. But this isn't even close to what's being shown here. Is it? No, this is all... It's because of the outlines. It has to be. So what do I do then? Well, first of all, I want to make it way... I guess I just multiply the UVs. That's a better solution. UV. UV, as I call it. UV times 20. Ooh. That's yes. Okay. That's nice. See that? That's what I was going for. That's kind of dirt looking. That's 15. It's pretty good. What are these other parameters? Columns and rows. Oh, I see. And if we make that 15, that is wrong. If we make this 15, that is a little better. But no matter what But no matter what color I set this to, it's going to use the brown. Right? I need two colors to alert between. And hopefully the outline isn't too bad. Uniform, Vec3, color 2, source color, lag from recompiling. Paste that in here. Same color. Make this one much brighter. And then this is going to be mix, color 2, and then this .r. What? Oh, because there's only one value. Oh my god, okay. That's crazy. That's insanity. But if we bring them closer together, that reduces the outlines because it's a color-based outline. So if I bring this down a bit and then bring this one down a bit. Why do they look so red? They are so red. Why are they so red? What the hell? Like this? They're so fucking red. That's pretty dirt-like. And I can't even see it. I can't even see it. Oh, you can see bits right there. That's not bad. That's not bad. It needs to be brighter, though. What I wasn't accounting for is the editor and the game look a little different. That kind of looks like dirt. You can't tell me that doesn't look like dirt. The UVs could be better. You can see the repeats. I'm gonna switch this to 5. Is there still going to be repeats? That's a big shift. The outlines are also helping a lot with the variety. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. But... It's expensive to do this noise function, and for something that looks so mediocre, I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd much rather just have a cached noise texture that it runs from. Is my hand still good? Okay, my hand is still good. So let's just do that instead. Like, how is this going to look versus sampler 2D noise? And then just sample this. We'll just do texture. And then sample that red value. Okay, and then get a piece of that. Fast noise. I'm sure one of these. Look, there we go. It's basically the same thing already. We can just get some domain warp. Look a little interesting. And then some frequency to... Oh, and seamless. Seamless is important. That's okay. The color needs to be... this one's the lighter one, so let's make it a bit lighter. Yeah. There we go. And then UV can go down a bit. 2? No, it needs to go up to like 9. No, it needs to... I don't know what it needs. 1. This is such a stupid way to do dirt. Oh. Ooh. That'll probably look better in... I mean, this is what my... What do you call it looks? This is what my world looks on the sky level. Like, it's just noise. This is gradient noise. So why can't my dirt look like this in this world? Like, that looks impressive to someone who doesn't know much about things. Oh, it's so ugly, though. If we're going to be this much red from the dirt, I need to get rid of the red wall. That needs to be something else. And also, you can still totally see into the void. You can still totally fucking see into that void. Right. It's like really bright on stream too. I really have to fix that issue where stream does not properly reflect what the game looks like. It's so bright. Okay, well let's, for starters, just decrease this a bit, and then decrease this a bit, and then... That's pretty cool. I like that. Does that mean liking that, or I just want to stop doing this? I think I just want to... Yeah, screw this. This is good enough for now. Let's increase it a bit more. There's no cost in making this longer. I don't think there's any cost in making this longer. I mean, it's all just the same number of triangles. Maybe I have to draw a couple more pixels in the shader, but is that really a cost of anything? I don't think so. That should be fine. That should be fine. Okay. Go dot. Go dot. And then... I think that's good. I think that's okay. I think that looks fun. is what I'm trying to say. Yay. This could be darker. Look, I don't want to draw your eye. It's, ooh. I love that. I really love that. But it's still eye drawy. But I'm like, I'm running out of colors to use. Any darker and it's just going to be black. Like, how's that? And then, but I want like 3 thresholds. Okay, how's that? You can still kind of tell there's something down there, barely. Which is the best I can do. But now it's not so eye-catching. Yeah, I like that. Like, there's dirt there. But you're still focusing on the bright-ass colors of the main level. Okay, that's good enough. That is good enough. You know what that is? That's a GitHub commit. Added dirt beneath lab level. Commit 8 files. Push to origin. What's next? I said floor tiles that light up when you walk on them. If I do that, these need to be a lot more frequent. Do they? Does it really matter? Does anything matter? Okay. You know what would be good for the walls is the Voronoi, but with simple colors. So I want to do that. No, not a scene. I want resource shader, lab walls, and then underground. Let's reuse this code right here. Right here, and then where's that code? Here it is. Fragment. So we put that fragment there. We also need light, so we gotta include my light code. Okay. Light dither. Why? Unknown identifying expression, diffuse light. Oh, it's a canvas item. Whoops. Constants can't be modified. Yeah, it seems to be albedo. And then boom. And then we attach this to the walls, as the name implies. It, of course, being a wall texture, and that's the green stuff right here. Noticeably, these walls and the front walls are different. Do I care right now? No, but let's copy the color and reuse that in a bit. Do I put my includes above or below the uniforms? I think I put them below. Uniform vec 3, color, source, color. Okay. And then I can switch this over. Quick load, lab, walls. Reuse that source color. Oh, these UVs also need to be fixed. Bon. Guess I might as well do them all while I'm here. Yeah, that's not too good. There we go. Re-import. And then you're going to undo them back and retain, so it's fine. And then you're going to get that, which is not what I want. But I can do UV times 10. Just give us that, which I also don't want. Let's do 5. Okay-ish. Okay-ish, I guess. Now, according to this, I can use this to animate it. That's a little fun, don't you think? Let's get more room. Whoa, look at that distortion. It doesn't know what time it is. Okay, well, here, you can have time then. And then it's time here too. It's time for some time. Oh! Look at it go! Look at that! That's pretty cool! This one wasn't unwrapped for some reason. I should probably... I need to do that. Let's just, you know... did I unwrap these? I guess I'll just re-unwrap it all. Smart. Unwrap. Save. Go back. They're not connected, but that's fine. And then... I can slow it down a bit. Float t equals time times 0.1. T. And they're moving now, but not as much. Gives kind of a horror vibe, which I like. It's distinct. It's nice. It's unique. It makes you really feel like your butthole's clenching. And then I do kind of like this. What's up with the ground? Oh, I messed up the ground UVs. Oh, crap. Wait a second. Oh, the ground UVs were very meticulously done. Okay, I don't want to fuck with those. I can fuck with these and I can fuck with the edges. But not with the actual ground themselves. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Save, and that should fix everything. There we go. And then, just for shits and giggles, let's see what it looks like in the game. The lighting has a drastic effect. Look how many outlines these walls that are facing the player are versus the ones that move down to the side. I don't want that. Or do I? Okay, well let's do the other version, which has the solid colors. Oh, it's just this. Is it just this? This is called Wooly. But I do Voronoi. And then I Vec3 that in here instead of that. And there we go. Now you have like this cracked effect, which I can then scale up a bit or scale down. And then look at that. That's fun. That's cool. You can't say you don't like that. Let's play that. That's iconic. I don't care what you say. That's pretty iconic. But is it labby, though? Like, the lab is supposed to be creepy. This is more artsy. But the lab can be artsy, right? So it doesn't matter? Here's what we do. We combine the two ideas and we make them distorted. Why am I vectoring twice here? I have to do a little myself. No, I don't, because I can just copy over this point code, which is basically the same thing. Index UV plus neighbor. Yeah, just redo that. And now it's all fucked up and kind of cool. And like little bits and bops are popping in and out. So I need to add a another mix. So I have color, and then I need color 2. Boop. And then we go ahead and we mix those here. Color 2. Ooh. Ooh hoo hoo. And then go and this isn't the right one. This one. Instead of pitch black, we can do something a little darker, but not so dark. And now we have our wall that's shifting around and shit. But with the pixel shader, it looks really nice because it looks like each line is just a perfect pixel line. I do kind of hate how some of the neighbors are samey enough that the outlines disappear, though, and they flash in and out. It would be nice if the outlines were consistent. But even during the white and black, they weren't consistent. So how can I expect them to be consistent here? Right. Look on this wall, it's not even consistent. Look at all those samey-ass fucking textures. I don't know. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna stretch. Okay. Whew. All right. I'm not giving up. I'm kind of giving up. Well, this is just not the right spot for this. Is it? These are supposed to be walls in a lab. But I really do love the Voronoi. And I really love it when they just flip really fast. Like the sudden movement's kind of fun. Huh. Oh. I don't know. Could they be rounder? Or here's what I should do. Let's try scaling a bit again. Oh, I can't update while the game's running. Okay. This is ×1, really? Okay, what's ×3 look like then? Oh, nothing. This is the wrong shader. Okay, what's ×20 look like? At what point can I use them as subtle bricks on this wall? Never, maybe? Well, they are kind of bricky there. They are bricky as hell. Are they too distracting, though? And am I using this as an excuse to just not add more decor? Which isn't super necessary for such an interior level. Huh. I know. I just don't know. Oh, well. That barely felt like any progress, but I guess I have to call it for today. An hour, that's pretty good. The ground below looks pretty nice. I can improve a lot of this before next stream. That's going to be my goal. So hopefully have this first little area decked out. Interactable floors is a big one. Oh, yes. I guess I will see. The walls, they just can't be white. That's the thing, they can't, because the character's white and it needs to have that contrast. So who knows? I need references for like a lab environment. 3D lab environment. Images. Yeah, they're very metallic-y and or just clean. But I don't have that privilege because of my shader. Do I just? Is this where I start drawing custom textures? Because I can just draw like a sort of a tiling effect. No. Nah. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Alright. I guess that wraps it up. See you future people tomorrow if anyone's seeing this. If not, then good day, good night, good life.